Okay, so thank you very much. So we're here with Adi Lavi, the Director of Enterprise Accounts for PerimeterX. So I would imagine a lot of people would be wanting to know, what does PerimeterX do? So can you give us some insights?
Thank you for having me. PerimeterX, we're a cybersecurity company, and we will inspect the traffic as it's coming to your website, and we will let you know in real time if it's coming from a human, or if it's not coming from a human, it's coming from what we call bots or robots, basically automation. And then we empower our customers, whatever they would like to do with that traffic, they can block it, they can throttle it. There are many options that they can do with that traffic.
So how do bots actually attack a website?
How do they do it? Yeah. So they basically, the reason why that humans are using bots are basically to amplify their attack. So one person can go to the website and do what is called account takeover. It's going to take over the account. Bots are going to do it in a very big scale. So they can do it 10,000 times, million times, much faster. And then the damage is much greater. Okay,
give us some examples of, airline sites or hotel websites or something like that. What's the kind of obvious damage that can be inflicted if there is one of these attacks?
Yeah.
What happens?
Sure. So for airline and hospitality, what we're seeing protecting our customer is, first of all, is what we call competitive scraping. And that basically means protecting the booking engine where all the information is. Number two is what we call skewed analytics, and basically look to book ratio. There are a lot of metrics on the site, so we will help optimize that metric. From operations side, the cost of operating the site and also the performance. So bots are basically loading, they're like taxing on the infrastructure, and they're also slowing down the site, so from cost and performance. And then lastly, from a security side, account takeover, so taking over the account and then stealing whatever is there, so PII data, maybe loyalty programs. Okay. So this is how we're helping our customers.
So the idea of bots aren't very new. I mean, so is there a new generation of bots that is kind of attacking websites now? How's the world of bots evolved, I suppose?
Yeah, exactly. So we actually categorize, we're seeing 4 types of generations of bots. The latest one is basically what we call the 4th generation, is malware within the browser.
Right.
Yeah, and from a security perspective, it's called man-in-the-browser attack. So basically, malware is running on the device, the customer's device, and then basically modifying the data without even the user is knowing. So that could be on the web, it could be on the mobile. So that's the latest type of threats that we're seeing.
And interestingly, mobile is this, well, it's not new anymore, but it is something that has unique challenges of its own, doesn't it? So, I mean, what are some of the specific issues around bots attacking mobile devices or tablet devices and things like that?
Very good question. So mobile is not new. From a security perspective, it's still relatively new. There are many issues or challenges with protecting mobile. First of all, the way it was designed, all the traffic is hitting the same endpoint. So we have public-facing API, customer or partner-facing API, and the native app. They're all hitting the same API point, which makes it a lot harder to detect and manage. So that's one issue. And then there are many other issues on the device itself, like emulation, automation, very similar to what you see on the web. Now it's happening on the mobile.
Okay, and what do you do differently to other people? I mean,
yeah, that's another very good question. We have 3 differentiators. 1 is their accuracy. 2 is the way we integrate. 3 is the way we operate.
Okay.
From the accuracy perspective, we focus on behavioral detection. We know how humans or your customers are interacting with the site, and then we know also how bots are interacting with the site. For example, they don't move the mouse, they don't click on the mouse, they don't type on the keyboard. So we call it UI interaction. So there are many UI detections that we're having, that we have on our platform. So it's mainly behavioral detection. Okay. The second thing is, so we said accuracy, and then platform. So the way we integrate. So there are other solutions on the market that they use what we call an appliance or a proxy, which is an inline solution. Our enterprise customers are against that type of solution. There are a lot of disadvantages. So what we do is we have an out-of-band or signaling solution that is much easier to integrate, much faster, and with lower risk, lower security risk. And then the third one, the way we operate, we're originally from Israel. The research and R&D is in Israel. We operate as a cybersecurity company. Aside from the service, we also have analysts and researchers that are looking inside your data in real time and also looking outside of the data in the dark web for new tools and new attacks.
Okay,
So
thank you very much for explaining PerimeterX to us. And,
Sure.
Great, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.